Hello, and welcome to something different. Hopefully that interface... Okay, we're good. Hi, I'm the Social Solipsist. This is Backpack Hero. We're trying something a little bit different. It is hot today. I am tired. I have a very long week, and I just need something to chill out to. So I'm hoping that upon recommendation from a friend of mine that this game will be something reasonably chill to do. So, here's a funny thing. I started this up before, and it did not seem to like my... Well, now it likes the mouse. Now I'm confused, because I pulled out my controller for this. Because it seemed to default to my controller, even though my controller wasn't turned on. Okay, well, let's see here. Now it won't take the controller. I'm so confused. Previously when I booted it, it would only take the keyboard and not the mouse, and now it will do the other. Okay, we're doing this live. This also isn't the settings I left it with, so hopefully that didn't screw up my recording. Alright, let's see. I don't know what any of this means, so we're just gonna leave it at defaults. Done. Let me unplug my controller. Huh? My controller woke up. Alright. Still doesn't like it. Okay. Fuck it. We're going with the mouse and keyboard then. Alright. I don't really know anything about this game. It was recommended to me again. I've played a different game that is not the same game, or not even related as far as I can tell, called Backpack Battles that I quite like, or I played the demo and then bought the full game. So let's see what this is about. Alright. Had to click twice, I guess? Alright, what are we on about? In the deep dark dungeons beneath Ordaria, a young pack rat searches for treasure. There she discovers a mysterious relic. It's a lump. Let's just double check. No controller. Alright. Well, hopefully it doesn't keep vibrating because it was vibrating. So we'll see. It'll be funny if you hear it. I mean, it looks like a balloon. I guess it's a backpack. I mean, I knew it was a backpack, but it's very round. Move here. Does that mean here? I guess it means here. Or we're not clicking here. Wait. Oh. It literally meant click there. I figured we had to go one at a time, but that doesn't do anything. Add all items to your backpack to continue while holding an item. Rotate it. Okay. Rough buckler. Oh, that's in my hand. Okay. I assume that's in my hand. Yeah, that's not well explained, but okay. Alright. Going on. Was that not... Do these things have to go in? I thought I was equipping the... Are these not? Maybe those aren't my hands. Okay. Combat. In combat, you click items to use them. You must defeat all enemies to continue. Many items, including your sword and shield, require energy. Once you are out of energy, you should end your turn. Then the enemy will act. Okay, so it's turn-based. Okay. Wooden sword, melee weapon, common, on use, deal 7 damage. Rough buckler, shield common, on use, adds 7 block. Okay, it looks like, I'm assuming, yeah, okay, it's nice there's a toolkit, but I would hope it would be pointed out instead. We'll add 15 block, okay. Oh, okay, so the green is my energy, and this shows how much it costs. The icon there shows how much it costs. Okay. I mean, this is fairly intuitive, but if you're gonna tutorialize, this would be an important tutorial, I think. Does the block sustain across, oh, well, okay. Would probably be better to get this before the first turn, but okay. Enemy intentions. You can see the enemy's intentions over their heads. By selecting it, you can learn even more. When enemies plan to attack, you can use your shield to get block. Block absorbs damage and prevents you from being hit. Okay, I'm gonna assume what the game assumed you were gonna do, because it's sort of, I guess it's normal gamer intuition, would be, I see an enemy, I click sword to hit enemy. And I didn't do that, so... And it does appear that the block does not sustain. I don't know if that was worth it. Okay. Because presumably that's not, the armor's not going to last there either. So if I can't break the block, there's no point? So I assume I should always be attacking when they're about to spend their turn blocking. There's really no point in me doing anything else, right? Because I can't break their shield. They can't break mine. Okay, you win. Level up. Choose 4 spaces. Is this to expand my bag? Oh. Okay. That could probably use some clarity, but okay. Get items. Inspecting items. There's so many items and so much to discover. Sometimes it can be overwhelming, even for a backpack hero. If you feel confused, bring up the context menu on an item and choose the option to view card. When viewing a card, you can hover over parts of the card and expectations will appear. Never get confused by a new icon again. That's all well and good. I've talked before for many years now. Actually, I'm thinking about my Neptunia videos way back when, about how big tutorial pop-ups like this are really bad. This is a less egregious version than some, for sure. But anything that severely disrupts the flow of gameplay and isn't incredibly succinct is ultimately a bad tutorial. This is a big thing that is completely blocking my progress, and that's 2 paragraphs. I mean, they're short paragraphs, but like, it doesn't take a long time for me to read, but this could be summarized as open up your inventory, click on item to view stats. Like, that's it. That's all that it's saying here. And it could walk you through it instead of having a big... This is ultimately like one of the worst ways to do a tutorial, if I'm totally honest. Because I can't interact with this. This is just... I have to read this and then I have to go replicate it. And presumably there's probably a way to come back and do the tutorial. Or look at the tutorial again, but if I don't remember exactly what it said, especially because there's so much detail here, if I get it wrong, I'm not immediately back at the tutorial to re-understand it. So walking a player through step by step the tutorial steps you want them to do in as succinct and quick a way as possible is much better. So... Finish choosing, take 3 items. Well, okay. So, perfect example. Skip that whole thing that it just showed me, and instead say, hey, hover over each of these items to look at them, right? Because that's what it's trying to tell me here. So hover over them, and then pick 3, and, yeah, I mean, that's it. That's really all there is to it. Okay. Damaged knife. That looks not great. Machete. 1 time each turn. Okay. Oh, this is a temporary item. Okay. Floaty. For each sunlight, 3 blocks each turn. Well, that isn't explained. Right after it had a tutorial that was saying, like, never get confused again. Well, I don't know what a sunlight is. So, I don't know. You tell me. Suntan lotion Can only be used if you have a burn on... Well, that's... Don't put suntan lotion on a burn. Put aloe vera on a burn, or burn cream if it's more severe, or... Yeah. Anyway, heals... Okay. Each row above this, plus 1 block. For each row? Here's the other thing. These take up slots, but I can only kind of eyeball how big they are, so I think this is a 1x2. Oh! Okay, that's really not very visible in the UI and should be called out directly. If you look in the upper left corner, it has little boxes to show you the shape of the thing. But it's so small and hidden, and it's literally being overlapped by part of the UI here. So... alright. Item floats adjacent to weapons get +1 damage. So this is similar to backpack battles in that, like, your items in your inventory synergize with each other. Based on placement as well, so that's good to understand. Okay, adds poison, is consumable. Okay, I think I want... Oh, am I literally dropping it in right now? Can I... Okay, I guess I just drop it. Wait, but this was 1 time each turn, right? Okay. So maybe I should keep the sword? What are the pockets for? There's placements here, but it doesn't tell me... Or is just anywhere outside of this? Was the pockets of... I think the pockets were not actually a thing, and I mistook them because that's just where it placed those items at the start. Okay. 2 uses, adds 2 energy. So what am I getting rid of? 3 damage to all enemies. It costs 0 energy, which is kind of the thing that appealed to me. But maybe instead we'll do this. This is the first run anyway. We'll just see what happens, right? Not overthink it. How do I move on? Do I have to go back to the map? Is that... Okay, that's... perfect opportunity to have a tutorial, or a blinking icon, or something. I know I sound very critical about this, but I'm really nitpicking. Like, this is... you know... So far, I'm pretty happy with this. It seems fun, but I just have some, you know, niggles. Throwing star, spade cleaver. Non-summon enemy +1 damage. This does 7. Maybe I should have gotten fought something first so I get to expand my bag more. Is that the move? Maybe I get rid of the buckler. Wait, do I get to take all of these? Oh, it is one. Okay. Can I come back for stuff? No. Okay. Hark, you are greeted by a member of the patrol. Okay. The squirrel looks at you absent-mindedly. Long ago, I retired from the patrol, he said. Now I spend my days adventuring and reliving my glory days. I don't need much of my old equipment anymore. Can I interest you in something? Well, no, because I'm full. But I'll take a shield. From beneath his bushy tail, he pulls a shield. This may protect you. Remember, loot is only valuable if you make it back alive. Hope the shield serves you well. Okay. I don't know what sunlight is, so I think I'm gonna get rid of that. Add luck. Adjacent weapons. Why? Oh, it floats to the top of the bag. That's what that means. That could have been clearer. I don't know what the lucky ring does. So I appreciate the highlights there to show what's what. For each row above this. I don't know what that means either, right? Does that mean any item above it? Oh, is that what that means by each turn adds 3 blocks? So because there are 1, 2, 3 rows above it? I'm gonna presume that's what it means. Am I gonna... That's not gonna work. I can do this. Okay, good enough. It's interesting, it's his first journey. Run. Oh, well, I didn't know that was a thing I could click on. The first journey, the run ends after Area 1. Rewards, golden cheese. Okay. A lot of things that I'm discovering on my own. It does bother me that there's a bunch of interface space, and I feel like constantly clicking this button to move again feels weird. It's just odd to me. Okay. Attack for 7 damage. Attack for 6. I didn't read this in full. Does damage equal to your current block. Unused deals 4 damage. Removes 50% of all block on self. So this is not a shield. It's a weapon. Okay. Interesting. Didn't really realize that. Did I do it? I didn't think I had enough damage. Oh no, this does do 8. That's right. Okay, so we do have spillover damage there. Understood. So it doesn't, like, block all of a hit if there was more damage than block. What does that mean? Will not take any action. Okay, I'm not really sure why. It's a choice. Okay. Actually, why did I... Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess if you... The cleaver is useful if you have a bunch of enemies you're against and you can start stacking damage. But... Yeah, okay. Oh, and it only goes 5 deep, huh? Or do I have to expand it in a different direction before it'll let me? Wait, that said lucky. Is that this was lucky, or I got that because I was lucky? On use adds 7 block. Pushes frontmost enemy to the back of the group. Okay, so there's going to be movement mechanics as well. Small key. Toxic kunai. Destroyed on use. I'm usually against consumables whenever I can avoid them in most types of games. Heart ring. Adds 5 max HP when removed. Okay, so that's that. Do I keep the cleaver? So this adds... I don't know, is luck cumulative? I don't know. I attempted to grab the keys. But let's learn our lesson the hard way. Oh, and my health does persist. Okay. So, what does the order mean? I'm presuming there are going to be abilities that let them protect each other. I don't know if I'll get any allies, but maybe I will. 7 experience. Angry. When attacked, adds 1 rage. You will get 4. Okay. Interesting. I don't know what this means, though. What is rage? What does it do? How does it affect its behavior, or power, or whatever? What are these buttons? Why would I want to do that? Damage costs 1 energy. Okay. Am I gonna have a bit... Are there gonna be enemies that can reorganize my inventory? That's the only reason I can think of wanting to do that on the fly. You know what? No, we'll leave that for now. Okay. So now... Actually, I guess this is not ultimately going to matter. I was trying to get the kill with the spade cleaver because it gives the bonus, but it's going to come out in the wash anyway. And, well, and it also won't matter because this does 8. So I'm just gonna... Oh, right, the shield. Well, that was a mistake, but I can still do that. Take damage adds 2 haste. Ooh, okay. For each column to the right, add half a block. Each turn. Okay, so what if I do that? So, adds 2 block per turn. That seems nice. Heart Cleaver deals 4 damage. A cleaver kills a non-summon enemy, heals 1 HP. That seems not... That's so specific and does such a tiny amount of healing for you. I mean, it's better than nothing if you don't have anything, but... Still don't understand what this... sunlight is. I think I'm gonna trade this. like the idea of haste. I think the spade cleaver is just not... Deals 9 damage, adds 3 weak to enemy, plus 1 to the energy cost for this turn. Plus 1 to the energy... So is that repeated uses of it cost more? That would kind of like make sense narratively, that a club gets harder to swing the longer you swing it, but I don't know if that's what that means. That's... This, I know this says it's a legendary item, but I kind of don't like it. And removes 50% of all block on... Like, if I was doing a block build, then I could see this making sense, because it could be a super powerful... like, you build up a block with a bunch... with shields, and then... Actually, does damage equal to your current block and then removes. So, thinking about this, could I do a block build from here? For each column to the right, so adds 2 block, 3 times left glove plus 5. What does that mean? Plus 1.5. Okay, so there's 3. It's just okay. That's just the math. Okay, and it's rounding up from 1.5 to 2 for me. So we would get 2, 4, or 2 and 6, total of 6 by default per turn. Plus, if I wanted to use the shove shield, that would add up to 13. And then this would do 13 damage and reduce my block to 7 or 6. I don't know if it rounds up or down. So maybe... if I keep the floaty... Let's think about this for a second. If I keep the floaty... we can keep the Lucky Star too. We don't really need to keep the Sapphire if I'm not using weapons. The problem is I can't use it repeatedly. So it's a big chunk of damage, but it's limiting. Even if I can do 14... Well, no, because I can stack it more. I can use the shove shield twice and then the bashing shield once, right? It's not as much as swinging 3 times with a sword for 8, but it also still... Well, no, so if I use it twice, it would be, if I keep it like this, it's 7, 7, 7. And then this does 21, which is less than 8 times 3, which would be 24, but I still retain a block. So it's a more defensive play, but, and I do less damage, but not by such a dramatic margin that it's a problem. So do I keep the Fire Star? There's no reason not to take one of these. The healing field... What do you mean can't take more items? Oh, right. I have a limit to the number of... This is a different pool of items than these are. Okay. Let's try this. Maybe this is a terrible build. I have no idea, but we're gonna find out. Exit to the crypt. Okay, so I guess I can... Dungeon is collapsing. Does that mean I have to pick one path or the other? Uh-huh, okay. Cool S. I didn't even notice I had gold, but okay. Okay, I'm understanding. Crypt, part 2 of 3. Okay, I'm picking a direction again. There's nothing... Am I gonna get surprise attacked? Because if not, then I'll just like walk to the optimal... This is a weird... This is kind of what threw me off initially, is this map feels like a traditional dungeon crawler, right? Where every one of these blobs is an encounter, or at least is something. If instead it's just like a series of branching paths and I can traverse back and forth with no issues, then let's make a deal. His cloak billows as he steps out from the shadows. We can make a trade, you and I. He says, you know, risks are involved. Get a different item of the same rarity. No, thank you. Very well, he says. Quotes, but can I perhaps change your mind? The offer still stands. No, I'm good. Thanks. So yeah, assuming there's no, like, it really doesn't seem like there's any chance of me running into random stuff. Let's see how I do here. Okay, so I'm gonna take 17 damage in theory. So I probably want to reduce this one. Oh, right, it's the shove shield. Okay. Gotta remember that. I don't think it matters for the purposes of my attacks, but... Did I take damage as well? Hold on. I thought I saw a pop-up there, but it disappeared so quick that I... That's fine. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh no, okay, we're good. This is the one that defended. Previously, this is the one that's defending this turn. Reorganize now to claim this item. But I don't want to? And that would cost me 3 energy I don't have? Does this item... Is that what the pop-up was? This being off to the side here, if this is important, being over here is awkward. I actually shouldn't have used this twice, because I don't need that much damage to kill the rat wolf. Oh, I'm just short with 31. What does haste do to me anyway? Adds 2 additional block when blocking. Is that always the case? Huh. So keeping the floaty actually was better than adding just +1 to me. For each sunlight? Wait, is haste sunlight? No, right? Wait, I don't understand what haste is. It says adds haste, but haste just adds shields? Huh? I don't get it. Okay, well, whatever. Okay. And the haste counts down. Okay. keep... Wait, is it selecting by slot? Because that's kind of annoying if I have to retarget every time because I'm pushing them. Let's see. No, it does follow the target. Okay. You know, I should have moved this back up there because it would have improved the damage on it. That's on me. I'm not gonna... Well, yeah, there's no reason to spare him because then he gets 2 turns of life because I'm not gonna bash through... Well, I could bash through 14 armor and 6 health, but then it would just be wasted on this guy anyway. Whatever. Okay. There's some order of operations math to be done with a block build, I guess. Alright, 3 spaces. So I would like some lateral space, because this gives me more for lateral space. It is interesting this only goes 5 high, but it looks silly, but I'm fine with it. Okay, each column to the right. So going over here gives 6 total? Okay. What do we got? Consumable... adjacent... When this moves... On use moves up 1 space? Oh! Moving stuff within my pack as a mechanic. Adjacent weapons get 6 damage per turn. That's pretty powerful. But this isn't a weapon. So I think that's kind of useless for me. It creates a summer item. I have this as a summer item, right? I don't know what summer item means other than being thematically seasonal. A lot of unexplained things here. Adjacent weapons get +3 damage this turn. Oh, it's a accessory on use, but it's not a... It's not a consumable. Adjacent and diagonal armor gets +1 block, adds 5 block. Each turn adds 5 blocks, so it's not a use. Interesting. Okay. So, let's make some space for the things that don't matter, whose proximity doesn't matter. But this takes 4, so I have to lose something. I kind of like keeping the luck. On take damage adds 2 haste. Wait a minute, was I mistaken about where the haste was coming from? I thought... this was the source of the haste, but I don't know what the haste does. If it's not just adding to block. I would have assumed that haste would, like, give me an extra energy or something. But that seems not to be the case. So do I get rid of the cleaver or do I get rid of the sapphire? Because I'm not using weapons, really. I don't think this is gonna matter. So let's try this. Adjacent and diagonal armor. Oh, this is armor, this is just a shield. Okay. Does any of my other stuff count as armor? This counts as armor, right? Adjacent. Adjacent and diagonal armor gets +1 block. But this is going to be a negative, right? Because it's reducing the amount of it. Yeah. Okay, so once I have more slots, those will synergize, but for now, no. So I could take more, but I don't think I want any of these other things. Maybe instead of the lucky star? I don't need the sapphire because I'm literally not carrying a weapon at all. Wait a minute, what's this adjacency thing? Adjacent weapon. Oh, this is a weapon. But yeah, this doesn't matter either because I'm not carrying a weapon. Let's take this instead and see what summer item we get. Okay. Man, I've been kind of locked in. So for all of my ups and downs on like the initial experience, once you learn this, it's pretty intuitive. Yeah, I've been too locked in, and this episode's super long now. Yeah, we're gonna see how long this goes. I think this is a roguelike, so like we'll see how many episodes of this I do, but I wanted something else to do. And yeah, it's kind of fun. Anyway, I'll see you for more of this next time.